Okay, we never come out for here. Now, serious matters we day on top ONIF TV. My name now Lukunle Abraham. I dey on top this issue of immunity clause. The news wey dey my front here say SANS, Senior Advocate of Nigerians, reject immunity clause for CJN. Others as National Assembly votes today. Some senior advocates of Nigeria on Monday rejected a proposed immunity clause for the Chief Justice of Nigeria, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the Senate President, just as voting on the amendment to the 1999 Constitution begins on Tuesday, that is today. The question that came to my mind straight away is, isn't this issue around immunity simply a license to abuse the law? Why should anybody be, have this immunity clause? Why should they be excluded? Yet we keep saying that nobody is above the law. Then we should remove all these immunity clauses so that whoever misbehaves is being treated accordingly, is being dealt with decisively. Let me borrow the word of our Mr. President. It's so that whoever misbehaves is being dealt with accordingly. I don't know. I stand to be corrected, but I feel strongly that all this issue of immunity clause is simply a license, trying to get a license to abuse the law, to do whatever you like. Now, the Joint Senate and House of Representatives had a committee on the review of the 1999 Constitution at last Wednesday laid its report and recommended 68 amendments, which were based on private members and executive bills, as well as memoranda received from the public during its zonal hearing. All these amendments of the thing itself, it gets us a bit seriously, because it be like say, just accept a group of people for inside this country, now in this thing, they benefit on the long run. Now, serious matters with this, so I expect to make you drop your comments as we dey talk, so that we go rub mind together on top this matter. So because there's somebody there for office now, because somebody na Senate President now, because somebody na CJN now, because somebody na governor now, if he misbehave, they no be take and go court because they in their office. Which kind of immunity clause be that one? Oh, you sure say you're not gonna be like say just laws to just suit ourselves or to suit a select group of people in the country. Whereas person wey steal goats or person wey steal cow, person wey steal yam for market, then they deal with them decisively. Well, currently only the president, vice president, and the 36 governors and 36 deputy governors enjoy immunity. But they try extend them. They try increase them. What for? Because the ones we get there, we still dey look am. It still okay like that. Maybe we just leave out like that. Say, okay, the people we don't get, make them they enjoy waiting a day. But seriously, they're supposed to add these other ones again. Very, very soon, local government chairman self and even councillor self go get immunity. Immunity clause go dey, we go exclude them from punishment where they're supposed to get when they're supposed to get them. Some senior advocates of Nigeria who spoke in separate interviews with our correspondent on Monday described the attempt to confer immunity on more public officers as unnecessary. Adegoke Rashid San said this was not the first attempt by the National Assembly to confer immunity on presiding officers, adding that the privileged immunity they enjoy is enough. He described the decision to extend the same to the CJN as nothing but a bribe. Yes, nothing but a bribe. You're just trying to kind of like suit them so that they would not be harsh on you guys. He described the decision as nothing but a bribe. Adegoke said the Legislative Privilege Act of 2017 actually tried to confer immunity on presiding officers of the National Assembly, which we found unconstitutional. I filed a case which is still pending at the Federal High Court challenging the constitutionality of that, the constitutionality of that. It was pursuant to that they wanted to amend the constitution so that they could insert that provision into the constitution to cure the defects in the Legislative Privilege Act. I believe that it is an unnecessary conferment or protection on the National Assembly. Extending it to the CJN is an attempt to bribe the judiciary. Now, a judiciary officer is protected under the Constitution so far as a judge can't be sued by an act done by himself in his official capacity. The same thing goes for every member of the National Assembly. That has been an ancient privilege. They can't be sued for comments made on the floor of the House. That's enough. Another senior advocate, Afam Osegwe, said Nigerians should not allow the National Assembly to carry on with this or with the amendments. Osegwe said immunity would be abused if it is granted to more public officers. Me say we are not be son. We say my work not just to talk. I don't say this thing go, he go learn you, like Yoruba they talk, he go learn you, Oma learn you. Because most of the time, now the 6, 9 that they show you, they not tell you, say, 7 day the back, 10 day the 9 day the back, 8 day the back, 10 day the back. He also added, Osigwe still speaking, he added that in every part of the world, immunity is granted only to the president. And even the ones granted to the executive is limited. If you commit an offense while in office, it may be a ground to take away the immunity. The offense you commit may be a ground to withdraw your immunity. You might lose your immunity. So I don't see why we should grant immunity to the CJN. It is not done. We just want to abuse the immunity. We just want to abuse power. Is it even not enough or bad enough that we don't investigate or try when they don't try them when they leave office? And we now want to confer immunity on them while in office. That's sad. They should not be allowed to get away with this. Mr. Ife Dayo Adedipe, who is also a son, a senior advocate of Nigeria, the presiding officers of the National Assembly do not deserve immunity. He queried the logic behind such a proposal, adding that those who had nothing to hide ought not to fear prosecution. If you have nothing if you have nothing to hide, if you have no skeletons in your cupboard, why are you seeking immunity? Why don't you want to be prosecuted? Why can't you come out and say, these are my hands clean, and you just go away? If there is nothing to be hidden. I think the question said it is not right to extend immunity to this set of people. We should open the democratic space and access to the courts. If you have a problem with the conduct of presiding officers in the National Assembly, how are you going to bring them to justice? If you confer immunity on them, I do not support it, and I don't think it should be passed into law. Are you not aware that in some countries, sitting prime ministers are being taken to court? It happened in Israel. Are they going to be committing legal infractions that would be taking them to court every now and then? No, they do not need immunity. They don't need immunity. And I think turning this down is one way. It's one way to curb corruption. Because if this is approved, this fight against corruption will be further hampered. Speaking during a protest at the National Assembly on Monday, the president, NLC Ayuba Waba, said the lawmakers should also vote for the autonomy of local governments and the judiciary. I think that's ongoing now. Waba stated, we want an overwhelming vote. We don't even want 99% when members of the National Assemblies are voting tomorrow. That's today on Tuesday and also on Wednesday. We want 100% of their votes to guarantee the independence of the judiciary and to guarantee full autonomy for local government. We will bring you updates. We look forward to having, positive response in this regard, so that these sort of clauses will not be adopted. It won't become laws, so that we don't further plunge ourselves into further issues, because I think we have enough issues to deal with in Nigeria than further plunging ourselves. It's like making laws when things are not, not so right. Well, thank you very much for watching. This is Serious Matters. Please do share this video with others. Please share, please share, please share. Please share this video with others and drop your comment